Just a quick heads up, Grace and Glow is our unique, creative way of sharing Bible stories in a modern, relatable style. You'll notice some name changes, updated settings, and fresh scenery to make these stories hit closer to home, especially for today's world. We know this isn't exactly how things look or sound in the Bible, but our purpose is to reach you where you are while staying true to the heart and message of God's Word. So, sit back, enjoy the story, and remember, it's all about bringing the light of His Word to you in a way that speaks to all of us.
All right, so here we are, years later in the heart of the city. Miles is out here grinding at a rough 9-to-5 for a CEO named Preston, who's got power, control, and a serious ego. Miles and his people, everyday workers just trying to make it, are overworked, underpaid, and done with Preston's endless demands. One day, while taking a break in this sketchy little alley, Miles sees this potted plant, a basic plant, that suddenly starts glowing like it's on fire, but it's not burning. And then a voice, powerful and clear, says, "Miles, I got a plan for you." Miles is shook. He looks around, but it's just him and the plant. God himself is talking to him, and he's not playing around. God says, "I need you to stand up to Preston. Tell him it's time to let my people go. Time for freedom." Miles is like, me? Are you sure? But God's got his back, telling him he'll be there every step of the way. So Miles heads home, hypes up his older brother Andre, and together they gear up for a showdown with the CEO. The next day, Miles and Andre step into Preston's fancy office. It's top floor, floor-to-ceiling windows. Whole place screams, "I'm in charge." Preston's chilling in his designer suit, looking down at them like they're wasting his time. Miles, trying to keep his cool, says, "Listen, Preston, you gotta let the people go. They're exhausted, overworked, and done with this hustle." Preston leans back, smirking like he's heard it all before. He's not about to let go of his workforce, especially not for some young guy with big dreams of freedom. "You really think you can tell me how to run my company?" Preston laughs. "Nah, not happening." So Miles and Andre walk out. But Miles knows God's got a plan. Over the next few weeks, the city gets hit with wild stuff. First, the water in the city fountains turns nasty brown. Everyone's like, what's happening? Then swarms of flies take over the food spots. People break out in skin rashes, and trash starts piling up on every corner. It's like the city's turning into a nightmare, one weird event at a time. Preston's in denial at first, brushing it off, but it gets worse and worse until he's forced to admit he can't control everything. Finally, tired and stressed, he calls Miles and Andre back into his now chaotic office and says, "Fine, go. Take them and go. Just get out of here." The control he held onto so tight slips right out of his hands. Miles and the city workers head out of that place like they're walking into freedom itself. They're laughing, clapping, celebrating as they step into the sunlight, knowing they're finally free. God made a way, just like he promised. And Miles led his people out of that grind and into a new beginning. And that's how the story goes. Even in the toughest situations, when it feels like we're up against impossible odds, God has a plan and the power to make a way. To be continued. Thanks for sticking with us. Remember, when it feels like there's no way out, God can still turn things around. Thanks so much for watching Grace and Glow. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a story. Give us a thumbs up if you're feeling the message, and share this video with someone who needs a little light today. Drop a comment below with your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you, and let us know which Bible story you want to see next. Every like, share, and comment helps our channel reach more people with God's love. So let's grow this Grace and Glow family to its fullest. Stay blessed, fam, and we'll see you in the next episode.